Howdy folks, I am Ruzkiel, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, we pretty much finished off establishing the structure of the funhouse, which is Strawberry House on top of Grape House, and the fact that the elevator goes around the perimeter of the outside of the structure in order to establish that, to resolve that contradiction of the tower being on the opposite hand side when you come out of the elevator. And finally, the tower is basically just a big freight elevator where the floor moves up and down depending on where you try to enter the tower from. So, in this one, I think, now that we have that all established, somehow it ties back to the ultimate weapon and how ultimately Nekomaru was killed. Probably murdered. So, let's see what happens.
Well, a funhouse isn't an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun. That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman. Well, you say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear, so I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru, and how they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know?
What is Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my, I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon? Well, we got an 8-sided shape. I mean, was that really a question? Please tell me that wasn't really a question that they decided to have in a list. Good God. If I recall, an octagon is in shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know.
Am I missing something? Did something get lost in translation here? Because there's no reason for this to even be part of the, quote, minigame aspect of this. This is ridiculous. Didn't expect me to know that. What an arrogant prick.
For a substitute reserve corps student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where's the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Well, we got the... Well, no, the Monokuma archive was still 6-sided, wasn't it? The place befitting the name Octagon is probably... It was on the first floor, are they talking... well, I guess I tried to rotate the building. I mean... Because that's a hexagon. No. Fuck it. I don't know what to do! Fuck it. First floor of Strawberry House. Nope. There's nothing left to click! There's nothing left to click! Outside! I don't know! Hallways! Dude! Come on. What is there? There's nothing left! Wait, what? With a quarter second left, I click on that You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead hall room. Got it, we'll just go. You know how the 4-sided Strawberry House is on top of the 6-sided Grape House? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it.
That's basically cheating, is what it is.
The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
You learn.
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse. which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
But that's the part I don't quite get. The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the crime itself as a weapon, such a spectacular crime.
Did I just say crime itself as a weapon? Yeah. Evidently, I'm really on top of my game today. Good God, I knew today was not going to be a good one.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? So what does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Hey, okay, great. I ended that far from the freaking intermission.
Why, hello there! I thought a new bad word to call Monami.
I can already tell I won't be pleased by this.
Then let me say it right away!
I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word.
Monami is a serious Stufatly.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stufatly, huh?
That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack, incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stufatly!
Whoa! There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone. All together now. Monami is a serious Stufatly.
We'll just keep going, because... I mean, how much worse can it honestly get at this point? Oh, right. It can get this much worse. Hello, I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Didn't you say this last time? My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
Yeah!
But be careful that your batteries don't run out, for various reasons. Is that a euphemism? Just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently. Blah 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 blah. Let's go. I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright to accept this situation so easily? I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is a weapon? Nagito said it, you know?
Oh, there's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
That's kind of a turnaround from what you've been saying so far. What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much he didn't mind dying? Thank you, Fuyuhiko, for voicing my exact thoughts.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as a murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know. Akane, you're drilling waterfalls. Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not. Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it? How they killed Nekomaru. It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think? Alright, Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? Well, severe blunt force trauma to the head. He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senselessly with a blunt object. But if he's beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building's structure. So, what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building's structure? Because I would think that being crushed would have more evidence to it as well. That's it, I think he might have died from falling. Died from falling? If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling. Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from? That, I don't know yet. Huh! Don't just make things up when you don't know the method! Where in the tall building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place? It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator's on the 1st floor. Did you forget how elevator functions? When it's on 1st floor, door on 4th floor won't open. Ha 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 ha! Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect! You should burn in the flames of hell! But my gut is going crazy right now. If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach for the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Well, I mean, what Akane said makes the most sense, really. Button, contact elevator, and alarm. Broken doorknob, good night button. Okay, so what's the... I wonder what the two accounts are, I can't remember offhand. When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor, huh? It's impossible to shove off the victim from up there. Okay, so then how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st, and made use of the drop. Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? If there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open, which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either. That must be the threshold of the elevator. Okay, so the goodnight button might be useful in countering Kazuichi's statement there.
Looks like it's all up to me. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead. Nope, that's not the right button. Goodnight button. Strange feeling in the tone. So, possible to shove him off. Technically it would be. Right? I would think so. They moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop. Yeah, seems...
reasonable enough. Hey, that actually worked. Well, okay. That's... The sensor should only work if something is moving. And if Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, this elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything. Could it be his sleep mode? When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right? I see. So that's how. However, even if they move the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest! Now you're calling me a pest!
A way to create a drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? I'm almost tempted to say that they hung him from the door. Wire, goodnight button, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar, new looking hammer, and the broken doorknob. And the chain. Wait, where's the wire? There's my wire. I'm thinking they tied him up from somewhere. That seems like the best answer. If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator. So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right? That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious. No. It's about that time we went over the pillar again. Isn't it about the time we went over? What about the oil on the floor? The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious. How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say? Silence, pest.
Don't be so cold.
What if I start to enjoy it? I have awoken. Great. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, man. Crap. Come on. Oh, God. I mean... Kicking my ass. Come on. I don't know. Gosh. It caused the floor to drop. I'm gonna grab this. Let's talk about the pillar. Nope. Damn. What can I do? Gosh. Cause the drop. I'm not gonna do anything about the oil on the floor. That seems totally wrong, too. Nope. Oh, gosh. I don't know, man. Nope. I still kind of... Oh! Really? I honestly was not expecting that to work. Okay, so yeah, the doorknob had scrape marks on it. But how does the wire get tied into it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire. Did they really suspend Nekomaru from the doorknob like I was thinking? That was a hell of a... okay. It seemed like too far of a stretch and it just didn't... It didn't feel right to me. Is that the same...
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that looped part hung from the doorknob... If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot, and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung. Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence! The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death. Wow, we're going just from one thing into the next, aren't we? This is not my day. This is not my day. After this, I'm done. I'm just ending it, okay? I don't care.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you could make him fall and die with just that.
Why is that?
Nekomaru's suspended midair like that? How do you get him to fall? Because even if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Well, either just stuff gave way over time, or they just opened the door. Tipped over a pillar and looking at hammer. Pillar fragments. Here we go. It's gotta be the alarm timer. He wakes up and struggles. That's gotta be it. That too. Oh, well, shoot. I am completely out of stuff. This is not going to go easy. I agree with what Kazuichi's wondering. It seems that a certain difference in elevation inside the tower was used to kill Nekomaru. I need to find the answer and counter Kazuichi's remarks. So wait for these three. Down, left, up and to the right, right, and I'm out of cuts. But I think I got it, good. Doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own. So here we go, keep an eye out for it. Fell on his own. Nope, guess not. Shoot. What the hell are you saying? I'm not even the type of coward to get thrown off by a messed up remark like that. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, why do I have life like that? Excuse me? Why? Is that a different life bar inside these things? Still in sleep mode. Here we go. Well, that second part should have been really, really easy, and yet I fumbled and screwed up real bad. Why was my life bar full? That... Great. Now I want to get to the next one to figure out why my life bar was full, because if I quit now, I'll totally forget about it. What do you think would happen if Nakamura woke up while he was suspended upside down in mid-air?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru. If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, naturally you would struggle. If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving, and Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall asleep because the wire came off, right? He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled so much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew he'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because...
In that case, I shall use my full power! Ooh!
With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... clatter, clatter, clatter.
Not yet. Here comes the incredible strength of 5 gorillas! Whoa!
Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
Ah, I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah, it appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? I'm a fucking pig. You can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Wow, she kinda likes screwing with him anymore, doesn't it?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. Well, that doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. Why is my life full? That doesn't make any sense. The only thing I can think of is he collided with the pillar. I don't understand. Why is my life full? That doesn't make any damn sense. Why is my life full? Why is my life... I don't know. Today has been a weird day. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Maybe. I don't know. This is just freaking bizarre. Farewell.